We're always looking outward and comparing ourselves to others. I wish I was as tall as Jim, or I wish I had a singing voice like Katy. Things like these often ring inside our heads. We beat ourselves up for it. But we all have our own uniqueness, and we must appreciate what has been given to us. Like the people on today's list. They all have embraced their unique attributes and have even made successful careers from them. Here are 12 people with the largest body parts in the world. While you're here, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell for more such amazing content. Number 12. Sridhar Chilal. Breaking a world record is an obsession for quite a few people, but not many are as motivated and dedicated as Sridhar Chilal. No, he's not holding a bunch of churros in his hand. Those are his fingernails. He has the world record for the longest nails. Sridhar embarked on this mission 66 years ago, and he let the fingernails on his left hand grow all these years. The result? The longest nail, which was on his thumb, measured 198 centimeters. That's taller than most men. If all his nails were measured end to end, it would come up to 909 centimeters. That's almost 30 feet. Since growing nails as long as this requires a lot of effort and care, Sridhar always wrapped them in cloth and kept them clean. If you're wondering if he probably had a limited life because of his nails, you're wrong. He was a successful government press photographer and did that with just one hand. Finally, at the age of 80, Sridhar clipped his nails and sold them to the museum. What an incredible journey. Number 11. Sultan Ksen. With hands as big as Sultan Ksen's, you would have no trouble catching anything thrown your way. Seriously, a hand so large that you can pretty much palm an entire face. Sultan Ksen is a Turkish farmer, and he has the world record for the longest hands. Just his middle finger alone is 12 centimeters long, and his entire hand is 28.5 centimeters from the wrist to the tip of his fingers. But he's not just known for his massive hands, he's also known as the tallest man on the planet, reaching a height of 251 centimeters. Sure, it sounds pretty cool on paper, but most people with gigantism don't have the same quality of life as normies. Sultan has to get his clothes custom made since nothing from a regular store would fit him. He rocks size 60 boots. Pretty insane, right? Number 10. Eudoxy Yao. These hips don't lie. Eudoxy Yao is one of a kind. With a circumference of 152 centimeters, Eudoxy's hips are the real deal. She says it's completely natural and not enhanced by cosmetics in any way. The contrast between her hip and waist is incredible. Her waist is only half the width of her hips, giving her a true hourglass figure. Her unique physical attribute has won her countless followers online, and she's become a huge celebrity in her home country of Côte d'Ivoire. Her fame has shot up after she got married to the world's smallest rapper, Grand P from Guinea. I guess love does come in all shapes and sizes. They look happy together. Number 9. Radmila Yusupova. Gene Simmons from Kiss is known for sticking out his long tongue during shows. Well, there's a new star in town who will and has put Simmons to shame with her world record-winning longest tongue. Radmila Yusupova is a young woman from Russia who has an incredibly long and dexterous tongue. It measures 11.8 centimeters from her front teeth to the tip and an amazing 14 centimeters from the root. What's more, she can even do tricks with it. She can roll it into different shapes and patterns. Her tongue has made her a huge celebrity on TikTok, earning her thousands of views and followers. Watch her eat yogurt without a spoon, or even untie a knot inside her mouth using just her tongue. How crazy is that? Number 8. Lupita and Carmen Andrade. These are the social media pages of two sisters. Nothing unusual here. Though they are their own individual person, they are, however, joined by the body. Meet the conjoined twins Lupita and Carmen Andrade. These 18-year-old twin sisters lived their entire life together and depend a lot on each other for almost everything. One sister controls the left leg while the other controls the right. So if they want to walk somewhere, it's a combined effort and coordination of both the sisters that gets them moving. Same goes for driving. One will control the gas while the other the brake. Apart from this, they lead a pretty normal life like most teenage girls. They have a social life, go to school and have their own hobbies. Their condition hasn't stopped them from pursuing a normal and fulfilling life. Number 7. Benny Harlem. If there's someone in this world who can walk into a room and set an impression just with his hair, it's this guy, Benny Harlem. What you're looking at is the world's tallest high-top fade haircut. Benny Harlem proudly rocks it, and it towers over everyone at a height of 52 centimeters. With such an influential look, he's inspired his daughter to also follow suit, now post pictures of themselves posing on Instagram for their 500,000 subscribers. I wonder how his hair does against the rain. Does it just bounce it off, or does the high top lose its springiness and shrink? What do you think? Number 6. Jeff Dabe. Meet the real-life Popeye the Sailor. Jeff Dabe has always had big arms since his childhood. Because of this unusual feature he possessed naturally, he decided to take up Greco-Roman wrestling and arm wrestling since he was young. Now the man packs some serious guns. The 56-year-old has 4 arms that measure 49 centimeters, thicker than most of our legs. Even his fingers are massive, and he had to have his wedding ring custom-made, which was 11.27 centimeters in circumference. He participates in many arm wrestling championships and spends most of his days training these monstrous arms on his farm. Those guns are not to be messed with. Number 5. Allegra Cole. People can get obsessed with just about anything. It can happen with cosmetic procedures as well. Allegra Cole was just your average woman who taught piano for a profession. But she had one desire. She wanted to enhance the size of her breasts. So she decided to get it done. Not once, not twice, but thrice. She spent a whopping $75,000 in the process and now has a bust which is 130 centimeters around and weighs 18 kilos. That kind of weight there can't be good for the back. But Allegra's story doesn't end there. Her investment in her breast procedures has paid off and now works as a model, earning $100,000 each year. She's become a celebrity and people recognize her on the streets. This is a true success story. Number 4. Victoria Wright. Living with a deformity, especially of the face, can be tough. Kids are mean and they don't think before they speak for the most part. Victoria Wright was born with a rare disorder known as cherubism, which has caused her chin to grow disproportionately. There are only around 250 recorded cases of this disorder in the whole world. Her younger days were tough since kids used to bully her and call her names, but Victoria has remained brave over the years and now does everything she can to support others with similar conditions. She's also a writer and runs a blog. Number 3. Maria Oz. Meet the girl who is all eyes. Literally. No, this is not some filter on Instagram, but the real thing. Maria Oz was born with unusually large eyes, and they are strangely enchanting. Though many online commenters doubted the authenticity of her eyes, Maria has over time convinced these skeptics. She's even managed to bag high-profile modeling gigs with Elle magazine, Bulgari, and Atlas, all because of those uniquely large eyes. She also runs her own blog called The Spiritualized Face and is very active on social media where she shares pictures and videos of her daily life. Do you think they're real or not? Let us know in the comments. Number 2. Robertoesquivel Cabrera. This is Robertoesquivel Cabrera, and he's your average man. At least that seems to be the case from the outside, but don't let that fool you. He's packing quite the organ beneath his clothing. Any guesses? Well, in case you couldn't guess, Roberto's genital is 48 centimeters long and weighs 1.2 kilograms. That's quite the weight to carry around there. If you're wondering if he was born with it, then no, it was all Roberto's doing. As a teenager, he was obsessed with increasing the length of his member and did so by various at-home procedures, which we rather not spell out here. Eventually, it grew to the size it is now, but because of this situation, he's unable to work and is requesting the government to give him the disabled status so he can receive financial aid. He hopes to enter into the Book of Guinness Records. Number 1. Andrea Ivanova. Not all body parts on this list are natural, and some have been cosmetically altered. People feel they're not good enough until they reach a certain proportion, and they go under the knife and shell out thousands of dollars to make it happen. Andrea Ivanova is a 23-year-old woman who felt that her lips weren't big enough. So what did she do? She got lip enlargement injections 20 times to date. She spent over $4,000 and has plans to do more. Her current lips are 3.5 times larger than they were originally. That's an insanely large lip on that face. Cosmetologists have refused to perform any further lip enhancements on her, and for good reason. I think she's reached her limit with this. And that's a wrap. 15 people with the largest body parts in the world. Anything which stood out more than the others? Let us know in the comments. Before you go, hit the like button, share and subscribe. Bye.